Hello everyone, thanks for watching, and today we're going to talk about collage and doing collage in your art journal. This is the first page I'll be showing you on craft paper. So on this first page I have created a collage with random things, and that's the best thing of doing collage. You don't have to think about a theme for your page on forehand. You can simply decide, I go for a color palette with blue in this case, and I go for white flowers. This was a lovely new template that I bought, and then it's already a cohesive spread. And you see, when working on the craft paper, everything matches with it. So you can easily work with, just one color like blue, or I always think that pink is matching to the page as well. You can already see it when you have these flowers next to this craft paper. It's looking wonderful. I just used some items that I've been doing that particular week. So I had a little scribbly note with a pattern on it. You can still see what's on the back side. It's mirrored. Here I have a lesson with the children doing portraits and in your own style. And this is, maybe you recognize her. It's Vermeer's girl with the pearl earring. So I wanted to have this blue coming back. It's a bit in the ink, and well, I think I've done it with the Derwent. I haven't brought it in on this page, but well, I like it this way. Maybe I had to do some accent, but I'm not going to do anything else on this page now. I added mulberry paper, which I find really lovely to use, but I see I made a mistake in putting it in the middle of the book. What I normally do is fold something, put glue on one side, stick it into the middle of the book, and then close the book and then do the other side. But I think this is not enough. I put it not far enough in the middle of the book. So here I see a hole, and here it's broken, but I don't find it really a problem. This is, I think, just this one too. These are just some cleaning towels to clean your kitchen or whatever, but I use them often to clean my brushes or rollers that I work with. So I really love using them for my pages. So this is collage number 1. And then we go to the next page with Gelli Prints. A new scene, a new collage, and we had a Gelli Print session with the students, and it was lovely to see them working on their Gelli Prints. I have printed a fern that somebody brought to the studio, and what I've done is printing it on very thin paper. For example, rice paper or straw paper you can use for that, or even the paper you get when you buy new shoes, that's in the shoebox and in the shoes. You can simply use that and print your thing on. And what's really good about that is that it looks like it's really integrated on your page. It's not thick. I think it's a whole. I used these leaves that also somebody brought to the studio. I used this one first for a couple of Gelli Prints, so they were painted already in the same like color, and I have some print on one of my next pages, so that's very nice. I also added a dried flower that I found just, well, a couple of streets away from my home. And here is another leaf, and I think it's very nice to have this on this page and this as a relationship, as a connection on this page. This is a book which you can open. There's not really something special inside. Maybe that will come. Maybe I want to make some flowers out of these, well, paint stripes. And this is actually something that was in the package that Denise Love sent to me. So I thought it needed a very special place in the book, so I thought it would be nice to add it here. First, I was afraid that it would be too thick, So I waited until I was far enough in the book so I can edit and I don't feel it anymore when I'm on this page. So I waited, well, for a couple of days, and today, or for a couple of weeks actually, but now I put it into the book, and just today, I think that's Pearl. Hi. Hello. Hello. There she is. Hello, little cute one. Hello. Pearl really wants to sit on my art journals. What do you like about sitting on art journals? Hmm? This is a color catcher actually, and I really love those things. There are still the brownish colors on when you keep your laundry, when you get your laundry out of the machine. This is what's left. I don't know why we don't have dirty clothes or brown clothes only, but they always seem to be a little brown. But I love the colors. They're so neutral, and it's easy to add nice things on it with just, well, a bit paint. I think this is kind of wallpaper. It was also in a package from Denise Love. And this, well, this is just painted right onto the craft paper. I think this is a pattern or something. Yeah, this is a pattern I created myself, and this is a piece of fabric, I think. And here is the another piece of fabric that I really love, and it's matching almost every page in the book so far. So I don't want to use it too much, but I just love it. And here's another collage page. So this is another jelly print, and that's the one I've been talking about. It's from this leaf, these leaves. And I think it's matching the burlap color. I don't know how I created this color at all, but I really love it. This part of the page I've already shown you in the YouTube video about music, inspired by music. And so I won't tell too much. These were all items that we've created, well, with music on the background playing. And here you can see I added a tree element, also a thing that I did with the children's group. There was a portrait popping up. I don't know why, but it's often happening that there's just a portrait popping up. So this is also a nice collage page, and it's almost in the same colors as the first one that I've been showing you with the craft paper. So you see, color-wise, I'm not really changing this and this. It would be, well, it could be together as well. It's really matching, and it's really my style at a particular moment. These are really my colors at the moment. However, I'm going a bit more into pink right now. I paused this video for a couple of seconds because I want to tell you something about an online class that I created about jelly printing. And it's all about printing botanical elements like plants, flowers, but also you learn how to create your own templates and how to make a collage or a series of collage from jelly plate prints. Because often people don't know what to do with all these jelly prints. You have so many of those, and you keep them in a folder or you keep them somewhere and you don't know what to do with it. And in this class, you're really going to work out something to a project. And that is, well, maybe a series of 3 that you can hang on your wall, or you can make a card series of it with Christmas cards, for example, or you can, well, you can decide what you do with it, but it's really fun to do something more to get everything out of your jelly plate printing. And then we have another jelly print page. This page I also shown already. It was also from the music video you see here. I've done the mulberry paper. I pasted it down in the right way, so there's no, well, the fold is good. It's also breaking a little. It's very thin paper. And I added these things to the page. This is a Gelli print again, but then it's straight on the canvas. So this is canvas paper, or canvas, not paper, but canvas page in the book. And you can see I did two prints on this page. This is a Gelli print, and this, I think I did it with a placemat. I put it underneath, and then I simply overlapped part of the Gelli print. And then after that, a portrait was coming up again. And this one I already shown you. This was the first thing I used from Denise's package that she sent me with all the nice fabrics in it. So I don't have to tell much more about this page. And this is the final page that I'm about to show you. And this was also for our weekly assignment with the students. For this page or this assignment, everyone brought some things to the studio, like fabrics, like old pajamas, old trousers, old, well, everything that they wanted to throw away, but thought, maybe we can use it for our art journal. It was kind of everything that people brought into the studio. And we laid everything down on the table, and people selected a color palette and some things that they could use together. And mostly they took several items from all different persons. So it was a great mixture of everything that happened, and it was really addictive. And I started this page with just a slightly, well, pinkish, well, grayish background, which I love so much right now. And I selected some fabrics color-wise, like red and pink and the bluish ones. And this one I saw directly, I want to make a dress for a woman. And this one is the same, actually. I think it's the same. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe this is another thing. And one of those were from pajamas from one of the students. And this was like a scarf. And this one was from Nina's furniture upholstery. It was just a small part. I was bookbinding, and this was a leftover. But I looked at the colors and also the back. I don't know what the back is from this piece of fabric. But both of the sides are really great to use for this page. And this was from an old dress, this also, and I think this was something out of a magazine, but I put some paint on it to make it myself, to make it my own. So this is the final page that I show you today, and you see that it doesn't have to be very hard to create something if you just know some colors, and mostly a theme will pop up after a while. Like in this case, I wanted to give her a layered dress with pieces of fabric. I wanted to layer something with these ones, the fraying of this fabric. It's really amazing to do something with that. And it's kind of an abstract composition. It doesn't have to be always something figurative in your pages. It makes it a lot easier, and you can just focus on bringing colors together and getting to know more about composition. Now I'm going to show you the students' results. So that was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you'll be watching next time again. So make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next video. See you later. Bye bye.